Despite having only one engine option, average looks and strictly necessary features, the Maruti Suzuki Vitara Brezza has been one of the most successful cars in the Indian market, so much so that more than 5 lakh units of this compact SUV are running on the roads. And now Maruti Suzuki has tried to overcome all these shortcomings with the new Vitara Brezza, which now gets a 1.5 litre petrol engine for the very first time. Let's see how good is this new car. The design of the Maruti Suzuki Vitara Brezza was always a no-nonsense, well-proportionate design that caters a wide age group. The updated 2020 Brezza carries forward the same design language as before, without much changes to the design. Now the overall design of the new Vitara Brezza essentially remains the same as the old model, and the only visible changes you can see are in the front, the new black colored alloy wheels and a couple of new paint options. And it's not like the new Maruti doesn't look any different than the old one. Since most of the changes are in the front, you get a sense of newness with the new Brezza. There's a new grille with a big chrome plate with design elements nicely integrated with LED headlamps with dual projector headlights. The bumper is also new and the brushed SCUFF plate adds to the mass. At the sides are the new 16-inch black toned precision cut alloy wheels, and the rear gets LED tail lamps, and like the front, a larger SCUFF plate. Overall, the car looks attractive and sharper than before. There are also a couple of additional youthful color options, and my favorite has to be the new autumn orange roof scheme. Now what I like about the new as well as the old Maruti Suzuki Vitara Brezza is the fact that the cabin is very basic yet very functional. There's no random buttons thrown here and there. And on the top of that, the ergonomics of the Maruti Suzuki are top-notch, which means you feel like in the command of the vehicle while driving. Now having said that, the Maruti Suzuki Vitara Brezza still misses on the sunroof. Maruti Suzuki Vitara Brezza is all about being simple yet effective, and the cabin highlights this simplicity. While the interior is exactly the same with a dark theme and a few hints of grays, the dashboard now gets Maruti's latest SMARTPLAY Studio touchscreen infotainment system. The new unit has a very user-friendly interface with large fonts, touch response has improved, and it also gets live traffic updates. That being said, there's still no eSIM based connectivity unlike the rivals. In terms of practicality, there are a lot of storage spaces, and the upper glove box gets air cooling. The seats are as comfortable as before, and like I mentioned before, the ergonomics of Maruti Suzuki are such that you won't get tired in a long drive. The space is also generous for 5 full-grown adults. The boot is wide and deep with a low loading height for heavy stuff. The new Maruti Suzuki Vitara Brezza gets a 1.5 litre BS-VI ready smart hybrid petrol engine producing 103 bhp of power and 138 Newton meter of torque. There are 2 gearbox options available. There's a 5-speed manual and a 4-speed automatic gearbox. Now remember, Maruti Suzuki has already announced to discontinue their famed 1.3 litre DDiS diesel engine in the new Vitara Brezza, which means you won't get as much mileage as you used to get in the older model. But then the new petrol engine is not that bad either. Now Maruti is claiming that the manual gearbox can give you a mileage approximately 17.5 kilometers to a litre, and the automatic gearbox can give you mileage close to 19 kilometers to a litre. It was a surprise for everyone when Maruti announced to discontinue the diesel engine from its portfolio. The Brezza, ever since it was launched in 2016, was always powered by only a diesel engine, and the new 1.5 litre naturally aspirated petrol engine is a worthy replacement to the 1.3 litre engine. This is the same engine we have tested in the Ciaz, and it is city-friendly unit and is smooth and refined for daily running. Since it's not diesel, we missed that mid-torque for overtaking high-speed traffic. Having said that, it is still a good enough reason, and the biggest highlight is refinement. We were in Goa driving this car and didn't get much time pushing the Brezza to the speed limit, but occasionally we were able to touch 3-digit speed and it was not that tough reaching it. To reach these speeds, the SUV doesn't feel out of breath. We drove both the manual and the auto gearbox Brezzas, and my inclination is towards the 5-speed manual gearbox. That's a gem to operate. It is light, easy to shift and responds well. The 4-speed AT on the other hand replaces the AGS gearbox. The gearbox is smoother than the earlier unit but feels a bit jittery when trying to achieve certain performance. The steering is leather wrapped and feels chunkier to hold. As always, since it is a Maruti steering, it is well balanced, light and agile. The suspension is also tuned well for bad patches and soaks up most of the bumps. The Brezza also gets the mild hybrid SHVS technology with an integrated starter generator, auto start-stop function and a lithium-ion battery. In terms of safety, the Brezza is the safest Maruti car and retains dual airbags, ABS with EVD, among other safety features.
In my opinion, the Maruti Suzuki Vitara Brezza was and still is one of the most well-balanced products to buy in India. Even though it's priced approximately Rs 50,000 more than the rivals, there's a bigger and more powerful engine, the space inside is generous, and then you get a hassle-free driving experience. Basically, it's like a safe, debt-free mutual fund on which you can put your money and forget about it.